Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into something absolutely wild. We're unpacking the terrifying, awe-inspiring, and honestly, deeply philosophical source material of the deepest memory. And listen, we aren't just looking at a standard run-of-the-mill sci-fi story here. We are unpacking a profoundly unsettling look into consciousness, memory, and what exactly lies waiting for us at the absolute bottom of the ocean. It's a journey that really challenges what makes us human in the first place, and the whole shebang starts with a haunting whisper in the dark.
Okay, let's just jump right straight into this chilling mystery. It begins with our protagonist, Ren. I want you to imagine waking up in the dead of night to a voice whispering directly into your ear, "Don't believe what the depths shows." Creepy, right? But when Ren bolts upright and opens his eyes, the room is completely empty. And here is where it gets genuinely perplexing. The floor of his supposedly ultra-secure, state-of-the-art underwater living quarters is mysteriously covered in seawater. Where did it come from?
Well, to really understand how trapped Ren and the rest of his crew are, we have to look at their environment. 3 days. That is how long a massive, incredibly violent storm has been literally battering the Thalassa underwater station. The sky up above turned almost pitch black, and the waves were pounding the facility as if the ocean itself was actively trying to rip them out of it. This storm completely severed all satellite communication with the mainland, so they are utterly, completely alone down there. Now, what's really fascinating about how this plays out is how quickly a standard emergency escalated into a completely impossible nightmare. After the comms went dark on day 2, things got weird fast. By day 3, the ocean water itself began to emit this unnatural, eerie glow at night. And by day 4, the crew started seeing massive silhouettes moving in the illuminated depths just beneath the station. We're talking shapes that were simply far, far too large to be whales. You have to imagine the psychological toll of that kind of deep-sea isolation, and then compound it with this. The crew starts experiencing identical, terrifying symptoms. Inside that isolated station, panic totally sets in. They are all sharing dreams of a massive underwater city with these pristine white towers on the ocean floor, and it's accompanied by a low hum, like the abyss itself is breathing. Ren specifically starts hearing voices, and it's not just random noise, it's strangers' memories. He hears a wedding, a child's laugh from a century ago, and most distressingly, the clear, distinct voices of his own sister and his colleague, Oli. So all that mounting psychological tension finally snaps with a horrific event caught on the station's security cameras. A researcher leaves his quarters in the middle of the night, walks straight to the airlock, and voluntarily opens the doors directly to the crushing ocean outside. But it is his face, right before the water swallows him, that haunts the rest of the crew. He's smiling. He literally looks as though he is greeting an old, beloved friend. And that is exactly what makes it so chilling. The complete and sudden absence of all human self-preservation. Obviously, this catastrophic breach forces the station director to finally drop the act. The official story, Thalassa's designation as a marine research center, it's a complete lie. The classified reality is that the station was constructed with one singular, highly secretive purpose: to act as a permanent cover-up for a massive, ancient underwater civilization that was discovered years ago by deep-sea drones. And the absolutely crucial point here is that this megacity wasn't some collection of decaying ruins. Actually, scratch that. It wasn't a ruin at all. It was completely, unbelievably intact. The buildings were perfectly preserved, but the drones found 0 bodies inside these structures, and absolutely no signs of violence, no signs of a struggle. It was as if this sprawling metropolis was just paused. Its entire population vanished in a single, inexplicable second, leaving nothing behind but water. And then, through analyzing the actual structures, the scientists made an incomprehensible discovery. This perfectly preserved underwater megacity didn't belong to a lost civilization of early humans. It was carbon dated to be older than humanity itself. Just think about the implications of that for a second. It completely, fundamentally shatters our understanding of history and our place on this planet. We are no longer the oldest, or perhaps even the most advanced minds to have walked or swam the Earth. So naturally, Ren demands to see the archival footage of the initial expedition down into the city. The video shows these researchers descending into the city's central temple, where they find an enormous sphere made entirely of black glass. Now watch what happens when one of the scientists reaches out and touches it. The entire exploration team simultaneously bursts into tears. And not from sadness, it's as if they were suddenly, violently injected with horrifying traumatic memories that weren't even their own.
The archival video abruptly cuts out right after that incident. Typical, right? But Ren manages to dig up the final terrifying log entry written by the expedition leader right before everything went dark. It reads, "It doesn't store memory, it feeds on it." This entity, whatever it is down there, is absolutely not some passive ancient archive. It is a literal apex predator of consciousness.
And that horror finally breaches the station's walls that very same night. Owai disappears, and Ren tracks her down to the lower levels. She's just standing there, frozen before a massive viewing porthole. Outside the glass, suspended completely motionless in the dark water, are hundreds of human figures with their eyes closed. And yeah, that includes Ren's own sister. But the true horror is happening on our side of the glass. Owai is trembling in visceral, absolute fear. But her reflection in the window? It's smiling, entirely independently of her. Staring at her own smiling reflection, Owai's mind just breaks open. She tells Ren she is remembering what actually happened to her. Fragmented memories suddenly flood her mind like a tidal wave, a classified experiment, a deep descent, overwhelming voices, and a massive, terrifying shadow moving beneath the ancient city. In that chilling moment, she isn't just remembering about Dream. She's actively recalling the exact circumstances of her own death. In her memory, right before her consciousness faded into the dark, the ocean entity reached out to her mind and asked her one deeply philosophical and unsettling question. Why do humans fear being understood? I want you to pause on that for a second. Why do we fear it? Is it because to be entirely understood means giving up the walls that protect our deepest vulnerabilities? It's a chilling inquiry, and it completely shifts the context of this threat from a physical danger to an existential exposure. And this realization finally illuminates the ocean's horrific motive. Ren realizes the ocean doesn't actually hate humanity. It's simply trying to study us, kind of the way a scientist might coldly study a strange fish in a tank. But to truly understand human emotion, it employs a devastating three-step method. First, it creates a perfect copy of the person. Second, it completely erases their original physical existence. And third, it stores their consciousness inside itself forever. Suddenly, this localized nightmare at the Thalassa station scales up into a full-blown global catastrophe. We're talking apocalyptic levels here. All across the Earth, coastlines are plagued by mass memory loss. People are forgetting their families, their own names, and they begin gaining vivid memories of lives they never even lived. The boundaries between individuals are completely collapsing. Humanity's unique, messy individuality is being forcefully merged into one shared, oceanic consciousness. Amidst the literal end of the world as we know it, Ren receives one final, desperate signal from his assimilated sister. It's a highly specific set of coordinates, and they point to the deepest, darkest point directly beneath the ancient city, a lightless abyss from which absolutely no one has ever returned. It's not just a signal, you see, it is an invitation. Knowing there is absolutely no other choice left, Ren begins putting on his deep-sea diving suit. Aoi, fighting for a brief, fleeting moment of control over her own mind, looks at him. And for the first time, her eyes are filled with genuine human fear. She delivers this desperate warning. If you go down there, the ocean will know you completely. Ren's response here anchors the philosophical core of this entire story, and really, it's why this whole narrative matters. Without a single moment of hesitation, he looks back and says, "Then I will make it know what it means to be human." It's incredible. He is actively choosing to step into the ultimate unknown, weaponizing his own raw, unbreakable identity against a cosmic entity that only seeks to consume it. And that leaves us with this haunting final image. Ren's capsule descends past the city, down into the absolute, crushing blackness of the abyss. And there, in the pitch dark where absolutely no light should exist, a giant eye slowly opens. It leaves us with a profound and unsettling question to ponder long after this is over. When humanity finally stares back into the abyss, who changes who? Well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive today. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next explainer.